Hello and good morning. Right now I am standing in front of the Richloam General Store that dates back to the 1920s. It is not that far away from Dade City, especially from I-4. So if you are looking for like a nice little drive, highly recommend coming on out here because it's really quiet and peaceful. But we're gonna go check out the store itself and see what they have inside and go over the history of this general store. Sitting off of Richland Clay-Stick Road, this little store is not that big at all, but it is a really nice little convenience store. Everybody has been super nice so far, saying hello, good morning. I can't wait to get in there, and especially to go over some of the history about the store. I have never seen half of these advertisements before. Pear soap, and then right above it, I have seen this one before, because of course this one's still around. Tabasco sauce. And who could forget moon pies? Only 5 cents? Wow, everything was a lot cheaper back then. And they even have local honey, so if you do want to get some honey. I've always heard of the saying, Mountain Dew, it'll tickle your innards. Richland General Store and Post Office. In 1921, the Atlantic Coastline Railroad, ACL, decided to relocate its depot in Riverland to Richloam. Soon after, in 1922, Postmaster Lucius Sid Brinson moved the Riverland Post Office to the growing community of Richloam and opened a general store. The 1920s were a chaotic time in Richloam. In 1926, Pasco County Deputy Sheriff William O'Brien was shot and killed east of the store while attempting to arrest Charles Davis, a worker at a local turpentine still, over the theft of a dog. In January 1928, the store was robbed and burnt, likely from arson, but was rebuilt soon after in February of that same year. The store and post office continued to operate until the late 1930s, when the Great Depression forced the ACL to close the depot. In 1936, Branson closed the store and post office and relocated to Sarasota. He rented the building as a residence to the Mills family until the 1950s. After sitting vacant until 1973, Branson's nephew, John Branson, acquired the property. John Branson's son, Eric Burks, renovated the general store and reopened it in 2006. The general store was listed on the National Registry of Historical Places in 2017 and is the only remaining building. Right when you walk into the store, it takes you back to a simpler time, back to the 20s, 30s, 40s. The setup was so amazing. There was so much to look at, and it was well displayed. When you look to the left-hand side, there is a old post office, and it's showing you what it actually used to look like. They even have wanted posters of a couple people that were wanted back in the days. So they really pay attention to every little detail in this little store. Underneath the post office, they have barrels of beans. So many different beans that you can actually pick from. And that's not all. They have classic toys, so if you are missing that nostalgia toy that you grew up with, they do have a whole bunch there that you can choose from, even like chutes and ladders. Then they have old-fashioned candy. The old-fashioned candy's in the jar right at the register, where you can walk up, ask them to give you any type of candy right out of those amazing little jars. And then right next to the register, they have cast iron skillets, or anything that you actually might need while you're on the open trail right next to the fire. I love everything that's displayed in here, the classic calendars and the signs that says, I'll be back in 5 minutes. So whenever I come to a place like this, I always like to buy a few different items so that way I can help the local business, especially a small one just like that. One of the items I did have to get was right here, the postcard showing what it looks like back in the day. Then, I wanted to try this gum. I've never heard of it. It's called Beeman's Chewing Gum. I'm gonna try to see if I can get it to focus. Has anybody ever tried Beeman's Chewing Gum before? If you have, leave a comment down below. Then, I wanted to try some root beer, because why not, especially when you're at a little small convenience store like that. Spreacher root beer, craft soda. This is the one I found that looked like it was most unique. They did have a whole bunch of different sodas, root beers, sarsaparillas, and even cream sodas, especially if you do want to wet your whistle while you're actually here. Then the last item I had to get, because I'm a huge coffee person, and I've never actually tried Cowboy Coffee, Richland General Store Cowboy Coffee. Never had it, so I did have to get this coffee right here. Now for everything that I got, it wasn't a bad price. It's about $13. The coffee was $7.50. So for this 12 ounce, that's not a bad deal. Especially for like the soda, that was only about $2. So their prices are really convenient. The gum itself was only $1, and then the postcard was $2. And it is really nice out here. Look at the scenery around me. And it is really quiet. But this road is really cool. I loved finding places like this off the beaten path. Now thank you so much for coming along with me and checking out that old general store on the back roads of Florida. I love finding places like this. Now, if you did like the video, make sure you smash that subscribe button and hit that like button so you can let me know that you did like this type of video, and hit the notification button so you can get notified every time that I come out with a future video just like this, because I will be going on more road trips around Florida, checking out other non-touristy spots that a lot of people don't even know about. So I want to thank all of you for coming along with me. Hope you have a great day, week, and year. I will see you in the next video. Have a great day. Bye.